Good morning and welcome to launch day. How exciting! I'm very excited because it's my launch day today. Yay! Right, let me just sort my computer out. Bear with me. Okay, I think I'm there. And I think it must be working. Just if someone could give us some thumbs up that you can hear me okay, that would be fabulous. Oh, I've just had a terrible sneezing fit. So, oh, fabulous. Thank you so much. Lovely, love all the hearts, thank you. Morning to everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I'm super excited about this. I haven't had a launch in ages, so got some lovely bits to share with you. I can't tell you how much, excuse me, how much amazing inspiration I've got. In fact, I have so much, I've split it into two because we would be here till lunchtime otherwise. So I'm going to do some this morning and some this evening, and then I will do another live probably tomorrow, maybe Friday. But last night I broke a tooth, so I need to get the dentist sorted, so I don't know when to say yet. So as soon as I know, I will post. But anyway, exciting things. Oh, sorry. So I want to tell you first of all who's stocking it, because it's gone live now because we've gone past 9 o'clock. So it is on the following website. So the following stockists have it, and I want to thank them for their continued support of my designs, of my brand. So Paul and Hazel at Dragon's Papercraft have it. Sorry. Holly and Richard at Wow have it, Wow Embossing Powder. Joe and Mark at Let's Create. Maxine at Maximum Crafts, and Kate at the Mulberry Bush. Julie and Barry at Craft Bliss. Ben at Intercraft and Craft Stash. And then in America, it's with Simon Says Stamps, and in Australia, it's with Jeanette at JCraft. So they are all the stockists. I'm going to flip the camera and show you all the goodies because that's the important thing. So bear with me a moment. Oops. I have changed the position of my camera, so I'm hoping I can get it a little bit better. Let me, whoops. The trouble is it's on a shelf that moves. Oh, that's better. Right. Okay. Let's bring my light back round. I'm not worried about my computer being in. Okay, so there are, make sure my lead's not in it. There we go. There are four items in the collection. First up is a stamp set that I designed. Got lovely floral elements and leaves, lots of little extra stamps as well, which when you see some of the design team examples, it just goes to show how versatile those little ones really are. I did my Hazel bit and coloured this in, so yeah, just shows it off nicely. Thank you very much to everyone who's joining us. That's fabulous. And we've also got the set of dies, the Dinky Hexagon dies. I'm trying to get the light off of it. There you go. They work perfectly with the designs of the stamp. So you can use a die to cut them out if you want to, as you will see as we go through all the beautiful samples. So I'm going to show you the products first. I'll put the stamps underneath because then you can see the coloured in one. The second one is based around my Dinky Square die set. So we've got the lovely designs, we've got some squares, but we've also got this floral sprig as well. So again, I'll show you the coloured version because it's a bit easier to look at with the light and everything. And this, I just love these. And again, they work perfectly with the square dies. So just absolutely beautiful. And just gives you another element. If you've got those dies already, then perfect. If you haven't, then good time to get them. And then we have a big A5 stamp again. Lots of you asked for another one of the big stamp designs. So I listened and delivered. And we've got sending happy thoughts in there. We've got with deepest sympathy, and we've also got forever in our hearts. Just thought it'd be nice to have some wording for those difficult cards. Excuse me. And unintentionally, you will see a sample card. In fact, let me see if I can find it quickly. I never even spotted this. Philippa pointed this out. But look, it's like a cat. And I never saw that until Philippa did that. But how clever is that? I thought that was fab. Anyway, so unintentionally, I drew a cat of feathers. Of flowers. Yeah, so any cat lovers, you definitely need this one in your collection. So that's the big A5 stamp set as well. And then we have another set of Hazel's fabulous dies. Oh no, my words come off my... Oh, typical, isn't it? Okay. I'll have to hold this down carefully. So we have, in here we have Just For You. We've got New Home. We've got Hello. We've got Thinking of You. Oh, right, I should say that these work with the other sets. So like we've got set 1, 2 and 3 now. So the U comes from the thank you. So in here you actually have Thinking Of, Just For, Hello, New Home, Wedding Day, Anniversary and Sympathy. So you can say happy anniversary using the happy from the happy birthday. We've got with sympathy, happy wedding day, hello, with love and sympathy, new home, thinking of you, wedding day wishes, anniversary wishes. But you've just all been loving these so much, and there are more coming. So we're working on some new ones, but they're just so useful. They're such a fabulous size for cards and everything, so just perfect. So I am going to just pop them back on the cards that they refer to, and I will start off with my hexagon set. So first up is a card that I made, and again I've used the dinky dies. Let's pop them out like this so you can see them underneath. So I've used the dinky dies to cut my apertures and everything, and then obviously stamped the big one and die cut that for the center as well, and again added Hazel's little sentiment as well on the bottom. I just loved doing this one. I've done them onto acetate. It's got Just For You, and then inside we've got another one, so you could put another sentiment in there as well if you wanted to. But absolutely love this. Beautiful. Then I wanted to show how easy it is to use the little stamps that you get as well. So I've just done a rainbow effect with the daisies, did a few embossed lines on my card, and yeah, really pleased with just how that looks. And you know, this is using a different sentiment from a different stamp set from a while ago, but just absolutely beautiful. And then this one that Emma's done, and look at the little leaves that she's put. And this is the little leaves in the set that she's used. So she's used this one and the single one. And again, she's die cut her apertures and then put her designs behind. But how lovely is that? And then use the wording from the big stamp set, the A5, to create a lovely background. It's all white heat embossed on the background. It's beautiful. Then we have one from Joe Street, using the little one, and just stamping up, making like a patchwork effect. But how lovely is that? Absolutely beautiful. The design, honestly, I cannot believe. And then this from Joe as well. I thought this was absolutely stunning. This is the little stamps just made up. How beautiful is that? Absolutely gorgeous. So this is Joe Street, and I've just realised my camera's very wonky. Sorry. Let's try and straighten it up. It'd be much nicer if it was a bit straighter. Sorry. I bet Hazel was going mad. And then this one that Philippa has done, where she's made a little patchwork. It's almost like a tree. Actually, it would look lovely as a Christmas tree, wouldn't it? Just part of one. Oh, I like that. But she's die cut. She's used the dies on the big one. So she's die cut Oh, I've just seen what you've done, Philippa. That's really clever. That's lovely. She's used this big one and then die cut the little, use the little ones in here. And then the other one is from the original hexagon set as well. And then this beautiful one from Tracy. Love it with a bit of stenciling in the background, very Tracy. And again, using the dies as well. Beautiful patchwork card. Isn't that lovely? And the colours as well. And instead of using the little sentiments, we've got the big happy birthday on here, which is still readily available. So yeah, just absolutely beautiful. And then this one from Marion, I just love. I have asked her what she used. Sometimes she writes on the back. Well, she has, but I can't read it. But there's going to be a video about it. But look at that. How beautiful does that look? Isn't that lovely? It's some sort of powders, but it's beautiful. And then this lovely one that Emma Smith has done. No, Emma Williams. No, Emma Smith. Sorry. I've got Emma Williams on my mind. I'm so sorry. This is from Emma Smith. And I love how Emma has used this flower here that she's cut out. She's used these two. You'll see them a lot on the cards where she's used them as elements. And again, didn't think about doing that. I love how she's used the hexagon. And doesn't it look different having the flat part at the top as opposed to the pointy bit at the top? So it really does give your card a different look by using the hexagon a different way round. But absolutely beautiful. All heat embossed. All got little gems in the flowers as well. Stunning. And then this one that Jo Shannon has done, I love this as well. Got strips of pastel papers behind, and then she's just used one of the little hexagons, just left it black and white. But how lovely is that for a sympathy card? And they're always so difficult to do. Absolutely stunning. And then you go to something completely different. This is from Jo again, and she's coloured these in. These obviously done with pencils, but it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And again, making up a patchwork with the hexagons. I love how she's added the little stitch marks as well. So if you're into quilting or something like that, into sewing, what a lovely little element to add to around your cards as well. Just beautiful. So that is all I'm sharing with you from the hexagons. But like I say, I have, let me show you. I have this basket full of cards still to share. So that's tonight's basket. So let me pop those in a pile. Get those out of the way. And next up is the squares and the lovely border. So again, these work with the dinky square dies this time. And this is one that I did. And I heat embossed over the top with clear. Just put embossing ink over the top. And then put the clear embossing powder on. And I love how it's made them look like tiles. It was actually, I think the other one I'm saving for tonight. Oh no, I know where the other one is. Hang on. Because it was actually this card. I did this card first. So I did this one first, and I loved it in the blue and the white. I just thought it looked a bit like Delft tiles. I was really chuffed with this, putting the embossing powder on the top. And I thought, you know, with it being tiles, it could be like for a new home card. So I was really chuffed with that. And then I thought, oh, I want to do another one. So I did a little bit of stenciling and stamping. So a little bit, tried to, I don't want to say like Hazel or Tracy's style, but yeah, so a little bit of stamping. And this one's got Just For You on it. So again, really those sentiments, you're just going to love them, those sentiment dies, and be using them for everything. I've got so many lovely cards to show you. Oh my goodness. So this one I made, and I used the border, and I just stamped it 4 times around the edge of my card. And then I've actually cut the centre away. And then I've added a thinking of you inside. So really enjoyed. I love this because a bit of colouring and everything, you know, that's me. I love a bit of colouring. This beautiful one's from Tracy. I love how she's heat embossed with the gold for the leaves. How lovely do they look? I love how she's put them all at different angles as well. And what a lovely card for a thinking of you. The simplicity of it, but it's just beautiful. The samples are incredible. And then this one, I love this that Joe's, oh, actually, I don't know if it's, oh, it's Joe Shannon made it. No, that must be Joe Street. That's Joe Street. She's turned it into a Christmas card. So she's cut this flower out. I think she's done two. Coloured one green, one red. So how clever is that? Absolutely beautiful. And how lovely and simple is that for a Christmas card? In fact, I need to make lots of cards. This one from, I think this is Hazel. Yeah, this is Hazel. And she's done it on her lovely mixed media card. Little bit of stamping and inking in the background. And then we've got the squares, the three different ones. But she's kept it to one colour palette. And isn't that beautiful? Just tones of green. How lovely is that? And then the thinking of you. Lovely if you colour the background and just add your white lettering. Oh, thank you. That are the blue and white one. I was very pleased with it, I have to say. And then I love this from Philippa as well. Look, so we've got a different sentiment here. Home with you. How lovely is that? And again, Philippa's used the squares. She's actually die cut the square using the dinky dies and cut elements of the bigger one and mixed it in with the squares as well. So again, Philippa, so clever. Like, why do I not think to do these things? And I love this one from Tracy, where she's stamped and cut out two of the border, and then it's like a hidden panel underneath. So pretty. And that little bit of stenciling just around her words. And I love this tag with the heart on it. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then this one is from Joe Street as well. I love this. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? So front and back. I love the splatters on there. That's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then this one. Wow. This one from Tracy. I mean, they're all wow. Don't get me wrong. I just think they're so versatile. So we've got Emma's flowers. We've got the flower from the centre here. We've got some leaves from another set. I can't remember which one. Hang on. I'm going to flatten that out. There we go. And then inside, I love this. So we've got an acetate front, but we've got vellum on it as well. But then look at that inside. So those squares, Tracy has stamped them and cut them out and then layered a happy birthday on the top. How beautiful does that look? I mean, that a card on itself and that a card on itself. That's not mine. Oh, Joe, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know whose that is then. It might, maybe it's Joe Shannon's. I don't know. If it's a design team member who's watching, please say, because I don't like... Oh, that's yours. Tracy, is this one yours? That's absolutely beautiful, Tracy. It's just not... Wow. Amazing. You're all so clever. This one is Tracy's. I love how she's done the border and then top and bottom and then added the sentiment inside. I've done something similar like this. It might be tonight's, but I actually cut mine out. But how lovely is that? So lovely for a flatter card as well. And I love the little glosses either side. It's just perfect. Oh, Tracy, I apologise. That's just beautiful. You have so many different styles. That's what it is. And then this one from Emma Smith. Now I need to get the... Let me see if I can bring the camera up just a little bit, because it's a beautiful easel card. So that's the front where we've got the squares. And again, see how she's cut the flowers out from the big design, which I would never think to do. Absolutely beautiful. And again, she's using Sending Happy and she hasn't put the thoughts on it, so she's put sending happy birthday wishes. And then the inside, it's on a diagonal. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then another one from Emma, another very clever one. She's stamped and heat embossed the sprig with a black outline on acetate, but she stamped it and coloured it on the card. Gosh, how clever is that? And then this flower is from my handpicked florals, and she's used the happy anniversary, or the anniversary from this set and happy from happy birthday, but she's used the forever and not inked in our hearts and stamped that as her background because it's an anniversary card. How lovely is that? And how clever. Just shows how much you can do with them. You know, they're all so different. And then this one from Jo Shannon. I love how she's used my Beautiful Bloom stencil. And then she's done the tiles, but she's just cut one frame using the dies. And she's just cut one. It's actually got an embossed line on it as well. So it's got embossed detailing around the edge. And it just focuses your eye. And then the lovely thinking of you in those rainbow colours as well. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then now this is Jo. Again, Jo's heat embossed over the top. Or it might be glossy accents. No, I think it's heat embossing, but isn't that beautiful? And I love how she's split the wording. And she's just got, the square has just got a bit of dry embossing. So using the scoreboard. I don't know if I'm picking it up. I've forgotten which way you have to tilt it. And the camera's so high now I can't see. Beautiful. So they're the square ones. I'm going to pop them to one side. And bring in the big floral design. So this is the big floral from my blooming collection. Again, you were asking for another big floral design, but I think what's so clever with the design team samples is you can see that you don't have to use all of it, which I just think is fabulous. So I have to show this one again. So this is Philippa's, and I would never have seen that cat in there. But when you did that, that is so clever. And I love your sentiment. So we've got happy from the first set, we've got home from the new set, and you've put the word cat, but you've die cut the cat from part of the design as well. So you've got the design on the letters. And I love how you've filled in like the body to give it the cat. So it really does look like a cat. It's fantastic. So clever. And then I want to show you something. So this just shows, this is one I made, but just like it's so totally different because I've used part of the design and part of the design. And then I've used my big square layer frames and banners die to cut that out. So I've got a lovely scallop edge to it. And then I've got that lovely skinny border. And again, use the thinking of you sentiments. I'm really chuffed with that one. I like that one. That one was done with clean colour pens, just so it was lovely and bright. And then we've got one from Hazel. And again, Hazel's used part of the design, so don't feel you have to use it all. It's there if you want it all. Fabulous to make background papers from. Yeah, I love this. I love Hazel's done a little bit of black inking around the edge and then layered it onto black, but it just gives it that, gives it a frame, but it with that softness with the inking around the edge, just the black. I don't know, I really love that, fades into it. And then this one, so like I said, Emma has used these flowers, just picked these flowers out quite a lot, but she has also, I don't know if you can see this, she's heat embossed the design onto the pearl paper in the background. I'll just let my camera catch up. I'll try and hold it still to see if you can see that. I might be holding it the wrong way. Not sure you can see it, but it is on there. It's beautiful. I mean, just how pretty with all those layers and those beautiful flowers. And again, these are all heat embossed. There's several layers to them. Just stunning. And then this one that Philippa did, I love this soft bit of stenciling down the edge. I love how she's just done it in greys, and then we've got that bit of stenciling inside as well. How beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And then one from Tracy, where she's used white heat embossing onto vellum. She's done her vellum wrap, but you can still see through and see all those beautiful flowers underneath. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely. I'm sorry, I'm reading some of the comments now. And then this one that Marion did, silver embossed. I haven't done silver embossing like this for ages. But how lovely is that embossing with that little bit of soft colour. And then she's done white on white for New Home. And I do love white on white. I just think that's really classy and elegant. It's lovely. Beautiful. One layer as well. Then we've got one from Jo Shannon, where she's used vellum, and she's used a lovely sparkle. In fact, she's used a sparkle pen over this. So she's heat embossed in a lovely burgundy sort of colour, but then she's used a sparkle pen, but then she's done all the flowers, or she stamped it and cut it out, and it's got the pergamano tool. Gosh, Jo. And then she's shaped her leaves as well. They're absolutely beautiful. The work looks stunning. And then this one from Tracy, I loved this as well. She's stamped and heat embossed in gold. And then we've got a layer of acetate. She's cut round it, but we've got the layer of acetate between, and then with Deeper Sympathy. And it just looks fabulous, because it looks like I was going to say the cat then. I was going to say the cat. The flowers have been cut out, and it's a separate element, so almost like floats. Okay, someone's asking about, so these are the acrylic paint pens that you colour the vellum from behind. I watched Hazel do that on one of her demos. It was amazing. Yeah, that's beautiful. And isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. And then Emma's done this one where she's got just a little element onto vellum, and she's again done the flowers, but her background she has done with all the little hexagon stamps, and then she's filled the bit in between. I mean, this is all one piece, this is all onto vellum, but then I don't know how she does this. It's got glitter in between. I would love to know how she does that. It's just beautiful. And then this one I did where I stamped and coloured this in. I've used peacock feathers and seedless preserves and peel paint. But I've actually gone over some of the flowers and put little gold pen detail into it. And then I heat embossed my sentiment with a bit of gold embossing powder, and then added a bit of stenciling as well. And then I love this from Jo Street. So you could use the dinky circles as well, but just to stamp the design in black, but then just die cut that centre out and highlight that with colour. Absolutely beautiful. And again, the little New Home. Stunning, absolutely stunning. And then this one blew my mind for the colour. It was like I was messaging Emma, what did you use? I need to buy what you use, because this colouring is just beautiful on the craft. And it's got splats of white paint on it. Oh, it might be crayons, but pencils. She's done lots of shading on the flowers. And this with the Just For You, I love how, let's just bend that back. It's come undone. There we go. I love how Emma sets a black one just ever so slightly off the back. The design team are just incredible. I mean, honestly, when I think I've still got a basket full of cards to show you, and all the inspiration that I've shared with you this morning so far, they're just incredible. Absolutely incredible. I could not do this without them. Right, stay still. Okay, so my last set to share with you. I will glue that back on. So Hazel's next set of sentiments, which just beautiful. So we've got thinking of, just for, hello, new home, wedding day, anniversary, and sympathy. So you can do things like happy wedding day wishes, happy anniversary, all sorts of different ones that you can mix and match. This is with love comes from the first, and the and comes from the first set. So we can have with love and sympathy, and we are going to be adding to them. So there will be more words to come, but I'm not going to repeat words. So it is a case of, if you want to say just for you, you need set 1, and this is set 2 because Christmas was set 3. Okay, so let me bring in some cards. So I've covered all the sentiments. So this is thinking of you. And this is from Emma Smith. And how beautiful is this with all the squares? And again, she's used the dinky square die to do a mat for the centre. Just how beautiful. The colours and everything. Amazing. The design team are so inspirational. They really are. This is my blue and white one. My tile card with the new home. So we've got thinking of you, we've got new home. I love Tracy's one here that she's die cut the hexagon out and used the one inside, but she's added it with Emma's flower and a hello. She's got beautiful dry embossing using the scoreboard as well. Just that little extra bit of detail that is just fantastic. So we've got hello. And then Hazel's, we've got just for you. And Hazel's put glossy accents just on her flowers in the centre. And how lovely is that? And the little daisies dotted around. So where you would put glosses, you could end up just stamping those 3 little flowers, and they could be your little elements. So we've got just for you. Sorry, something fell down and I wonder what on earth it was. Another one from Hazel, we've got happy anniversary. This is using the border stamp, and she's created that lovely circle, that lovely wreath, and then she's stamped and cut out the flowers and added those to the top. And again, just the one colour, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So we have, let's see if I can get them all in. We've got right up to there, so we're all right. We've got hello, new home, just for you, thinking of you. I love this one as well that Hazel did. So we've got the big hexagon, and she's made it up and then put this colour in between. So it looks like a quilt. But then when you open it, you've got the coloured one inside. So we've got the aperture to go through, and we've got the with sympathy on the overhanging. So it's just lovely. Really, really, really lovely. And then we've got... from Emma, we've got happy wedding day. And again, she's used the edge of the sprig. So not all of it, just the very end of it. And then she's used the 2 flowers again from the big design. It just shows how versatile they all are. Absolutely amazing. Incredible. So fantastic inspiration from the design team. Let me just bring all the products back in. Pick up one. Right. So I'll show you the stamped version. So we have, just for you, we have the big floral design. We have the hexagons, and we have the squares. I'm hoping you can see all those. Wait for my camera to catch up. And then the other 2 elements that we have, yeah, you can see perfectly. Okay, the other 2 elements that, if you don't have them, that are worth definitely adding to your collection is the dinky hexagon dies, and also the dinky square dies. So if I pop that, I think we should just about get that in so that you can see them all together. I'll pop that on there. So yes, absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to go back and read all your comments. yeah, they've just been flying up. Let me flip the camera actually. I like to say goodbye. Hang on, hold on. Right. Okay. So, thank you very much. Thank you everybody for the lovely comments. I am going to go and make a cup of tea and sit and read them all. I do want to say a huge thank you to the design team. So there's Emma, there's Hazel, there's Jo Street, there's Jo Shannon, there's Marion, there's Philippa, and there's Tracy. Marion is going to do some videos which we will share once she's put them live. And I also want to thank the Stockists, because I know there's a lot of Stockists have been watching as well. So you will find my blooming collection. Didn't tell you that's what it's called. I didn't even tell you the names of anything. That's really bad. Okay, so we have Blooming Delightful, which is the hexagons, Blooming Gorgeous, which is the squares, Blooming Bouquet, which is the cat. It's always going to be known as the cat now. And then we have Hazel Sentiment Medley 2. And they are all available with Hazel and Paul at Dragon's Papercraft. They're available at Wow Embossing Powder. They're with Joe and Mark at Let's Create. They're with Maxine at Maximum Crafts, Kate at the Mulberry Bush, Julie and Barry at Craft Bliss, and Ben at Intercraft, and also at Craft Stash. And then in America, they are with Simon Says Stamps, and in Australia, they're with lovely Jeanette from JCraft. I thought something else. Oh, the Pinterest boards are live. So if you want to see any of the other inspiration, but I will be back at 7:30 tonight. And thanks, Hazel. They are blooming fabulous, aren't they? Yes, I'll see you tonight at 7:30 for the rest of the inspiration, which you must come back for, because they are, honestly, I've kept some beauties. They're all beauties. They're all beauties. They really are. I love from how complex some of the cards are to how easy some of the cards are. And yeah, just absolutely love it. So yeah, big thank you to the design team. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The biggest thank you, of course, is to you, the customers who go and put it in your baskets and support the Stockists and buy the products. So thank you. This is what makes me able to carry on going and everything. So yeah, big thank you to you too. You're a big part of it. You may get up early, love it. Yes, because it's in the evening at the moment. So tonight is like very early tomorrow morning for the Australians. But it's lovely to have everybody's company. I hope you have a fabulous day. I'm going to go and make a cuppa and sit and read these lovely comments. And I will see you tonight. So take care. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye.